Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 6 of Civilization 5 as Korea. Still a little bit undecided about what to do regarding a force city that I was thinking about placing here. The only reason it'd be worth grabbing it really is for Sripada. We would get some additional faith and some food and happiness. There are a few things nearby we could grab. Unfortunately, most desert tiles are absolutely crap. If we could get Petra, that'd be really good. We need to sort these barbarians out here. We're currently building the National College in our capital, which is fine. We're only 3 turns away from doing that. And it'll be very, very good to get that because, remember, as Korea, we actually get a boost to science every time we build a scientific building or wonder in our capital. Got the Incans up here. Another nice thing with the way this enhanced user interface mod works. If you mouse over an enemy city, first of all, it shows you the borders, which you may think, well, what's the point of that? But it's useful when you've got 2 cities next to each other and you don't know which border belongs to which city. Because often you think, well, okay, I want to grab... I mean, that's probably not a good example there. But you might look at 2 cities like Paris and Orleans here and think, okay, I want to grab those horses. Who do those horses belong to? Well, they actually belong to Orleans because we can see by mousing over which city that tile belongs to. So sometimes when you've got a couple of cities really close to one another, it's not always easy to tell. I mean, this tile here, looking at it, I mean, okay, Cusco was there first, but you could look at one of these tiles and go, well, okay, which city does this tile belong to? Because it's in range of both of them, and you can tell by mousing over. Not only that, mousing over gives you a lot of other information. It tells you which resources are available to that city. It also tells you how many techs they have, what their social policies are, the number of cities they have, the amount of gold they have available for trade, current deals, lots of useful information. And again, all this information is information you can get within the game. It's not cheating, it's not giving you access to anything that you wouldn't have access to normally. Let's get that open and go on to the next turn. Hopefully these horsemen aren't going to come over here and hassle my workers, but I think we'll be fine. You need orders. I'd like you to try and repair that if you can. Hopefully the horsemen will leave you alone. Even if they don't, we can kill the horsemen quite easily and go and clear the camp. We'll get our workers back easily enough. Chichen Itza has been built. I'm honestly not sure we're going to be able to get Petra, because even if we do get a city there, it's going to have pretty bad production. Gold returned to Pachacuti ended. I'm not sure why we had that. Had I asked him to go to war with somebody? It was probably the reason why. I do seem to recall bribing 2 AIs to go to war with each other at some point, but now I can't remember. You guys have fixed that, so let's move you away from those horsemen. And you guys were on your way back, I remember now. I just moved you down there to try and clear a barbarian camp, do a bit of exploration. Didn't quite kill those horsemen on that turn, which is a little bit disappointing. Hopefully they're not going to spawn anything new. We could, of course, try and grab another city down here so we could get the crab, but that city seems even more pointless than grabbing one over here. Right, you guys can start to get back out of there, come back to our own territory. More repairs from you. Let's get rid of that barbarian. You watch something there spawn before we have a chance to go and clear the camp. So this will be our National College built. We will also grow in size. It's the old on this one, so we should get a good boost to tech. So 4 turns away from civil service. Let's see what happens when it completes. And would you look at that?
The only thing that saves it.
There we go. So we've actually finished civil service. We got a big science boost from that one. So we need to choose a new science. So now we've got civil service, we can increase the production from our farms on water tile or freshwater tiles. We should have a few. What do we want to go for now? I guess we could go difficult one. We could probably just rush education so we could build Oxford University. We don't particularly need it. I guess we could try and go towards machinery and get ironworks up and running. Start getting ourselves some great engineers so we could possibly get Petra. Where is Petra? I can never remember what Petra is under. Let's have a look. Petra requires currency. What am I doing? Science, currency, which we already have. So we could... somebody could get Petra. We'll have to see how that's going to work. I think we should probably head towards education, though. Although getting a forge and we want workshops. Let's go towards metal casting and get workshops. You guys are going to clear these out. Shouldn't take too long. Probably take a bit of damage, but that's fine. Sol has now finished the National College, which is brilliant. We are a little bit short of happiness, so let's go ahead and get our... Well, we were short of happiness. We've now had a massive boost. So maybe we don't need that Colosseum. Do we want to get any of these things in here? Getting the Oracle would be nice, but it's unlikely we're going to get it. Let's go ahead and see if we can get ourselves a Writers Guild. Start getting some culture coming in. And... we will want a granary here at some point as well. What about tile assignments? Let's have a little look and see if we got the right button open. What did we put you on? We put you on that tile there, which isn't fantastic, really. That said, it is probably one of the best tiles you can work currently. So we are going to have to go and build another farm or two. In fact, let's take you off that and put you here. That does slow the production down slightly. 26 turns until growing. 39 turns. We'll put you here, I think. And then we'll make that into another food tile. So let's just get you back home. We've still got 2 AI that we need to meet as well. We are allied with 1 city-state. So probably need to build a trireme or something somewhere. We've got another Colosseum about to finish in Busan, so I don't really need to worry too much about the one in Seoul right now. It should be good for happiness for a while. Let's get you back to the safety of home. Didn't actually take any damage from those barbarian archers. I'm quite surprised. Still didn't manage to kill them. Or is it... Yeah, it just glitched out. It was just the animation glitching out. So hopefully, providing they don't spawn anything on this turn, we can just jump in there and grab that. Great Lighthouse has been completed. Bit of a shame. Although I don't think it was a great deal of use to us. Now, sometimes the AI doesn't value Petra all that much. A lot of it comes down to whether or not they actually have any real desert tiles. So it might be... Oh, we can upgrade that unit, so let's do that. It might be that we can get Petra without really having to try. But I think we are going to have a 4th city. And we will try and put it there. We'll see what happens. How are we doing with roads? Are all these connected up to the capital? Yes, they are. So you guys have finished that farm. You're going to go there and make another farm. And we are definitely going to queue up another settler here. Let's put you... where are we? Before the granary? Let's do it before the granary, and then the granary will allow us to catch up a little bit. What have we got? You guys just have a little look around, make sure there's nothing else down there. And you can come back, put you somewhere safe. We'll just get you to guard for now. Cargo ship, where were you going? You were going to Zurich. Well, that's pretty much our only option. I mean, we could send you somewhere with a little bit of food, but let's keep the money pouring in. I have to keep reminding myself that I am actually playing on Epic, because I keep looking and going, wow, it's like turn 170 and I've only just built my National College, but yeah, I'm playing on a much, much slower speed. Still a few barbarians around, not a lot I can do about that right now. Who is this? This is Busan has finished the Colosseum, that is good. I guess we could go and grab a market. Would that really help us? I guess we could go around and start getting a few amphitheatres. We are going to need those. Before we do, though, let's go ahead and grab a trireme. At least we can use that to try and find some of the other AIs. We can set it onto auto-explore or something. It's only going to take 7 turns. It's not too bad. City is going to grow in 1 more turn. Looks like Zurich are actually going to be absolutely fine dealing with those guys. Probably. Busan has grown, as we expected it to, so you're working the horse tile, are you? That's actually not bad. We will need to get that upgraded at some point. 2 food and 2 gold, also not bad. That's just 2 food. It's not a great tile, but there's not an awful lot else that you can do. Yep, the mine is good. Yeah, we might need a better tile for that food, but 14 turns until growth, 6 turns for the trireme, that's okay. Another cargo ship, you were also going to Zurich, so off you go. I think you guys can just sit on the hill. I would put you in Seoul, but I think you're more useful here in case any barbarians attack from the south, because they do seem to like respawning. Petra has been built in a land far away. Bugger. So, we're not going to be able to get Petra now, which means, do I actually want to build a city over here? I could still build it, and build it on a tile a little bit further north. We could build it here, for example. This would still give us access to the Wonder and the fish, except we'd have more grass tiles and less desert tiles. And we'd get some more cattle, we'd get some iron, we'd get some more cocoa, we'd get some stone. It's not a great city. It's not a great city at all, but it's not terrible either. We could try and build up here and try and get the wine, but it seems a little bit far away. And I've got a feeling we might be having some problems with the Incas later. Although they're not top in terms of score. I mean, they're doing better than me, but not by much. So, yeah, that's a thing. I think I'm going to move these guys over here as well, just to make sure that the area is clear for our settler when we get it. It's going to be a little while before we do, but it does make sense to scout around and just make sure that we don't have any barbarian camps popping up in this area. Well, at least I'm not going to... waste a bunch of turns trying to build Petra and then not get it. I'm just not even going to start now. Okay, so those horses are complete. Yes, getting that marble's not a bad idea, actually, because we get production from that tile then, because we're already working it, so that's good. Little look over here. Nothing's respawned there yet. So I think this tile, possibly. We'll have a look once we get the settler over here. We definitely need to have at least one more city, I think. And then we might sit at 4 for a while and not bother with any. We wouldn't be able to get that marble, unfortunately, but we do have a source of marble anyway. We'd have a lot of stone, so it'd be very, very, very good getting a stoneworks in this city. Let's just move you up onto the hill. No, it still seems relatively safe. So we'll get the Writers Guild. Not sure whether or not I want to work that, but I think I will. Also need to think about either grabbing another cargo ship or a caravan. We might grab one caravan and trade with another AI. Can we afford to work the Writers Guild? What about if we move you from... Yeah, we're not... Well, we are stagnating anyway. Let's just go on to reset tiles, full production, because we're building a settler. So that puts it down to 8 turns. We've got 2 unemployed citizens. We could still have 8 turns. That'll be 9 turns. So let's do it. Let's do it that way. So at least we are working the Writers Guild. So we have completed tradition. We can't unlock rationalism. What do we want to go for? Because we haven't got policy saving on. Haven't really decided on a victory type yet, so it's difficult to know what to go for. Not bothered about piety? Piety? What was that? I was reading patronage and then piety at the same time. Not bothered about piety. Patronage, not really all that useful. I'm looking at maybe exploration or commerce. Exploration, not all that useful. We do have a few coastal cities, though. So that could be quite useful. And we will have a lot of sea trade routes. Which is weird, because a lot of these things you'd think are more to do with commerce than exploration. We don't really get great merchants all that often. We're not bothered about mercenary armies. Although getting aesthetics could be useful. What was the opener for aesthetics? I can never remember. Great writers, artists and musicians faster. Yeah, I think we're going to put a few points in aesthetics for now. You guys can just stay here. I think that's fine. Anytime now, we may end up with a great profit. We're actually on we're getting 7 faith per turn, and we're actually on -4 turns to get a great profit. So the point at which you get a great profit isn't necessarily set. As it says, you need a 300 faith is the minimum required for your next chance at a great profit. But it doesn't mean to say that once you hit 300 faith, you will get one. So it's kind of a random thing. But I believe the longer time goes on, the more chance you've actually got of getting a great profit. There's still a couple of religions that can be founded, so we might be able to get one within the next few turns. You are a mile away. You're absolutely no concern of mine whatsoever. That's that trireme finished here at Busan. What were we going to do here? Is there anything that we particularly need? I guess we could go ahead and get a caravan going. We might be able to trade with the Incas. You guys can just stay there. Trireme, do I want to move you out manually? I suppose I probably do for now, and we'll have a look around and see what we can find. See if we can find the missing 2 AI, because there should be 7 in total, 8 if you include me, but altogether there's only 6 including myself, so we're definitely missing 2. This one's been wiped out already, which I doubt.
Wait to strike too.
Gems from Napoleon ended. So, and coca to Napoleon ended. So it was coca for gems in France. Let's see if we can get that going again, if he's still willing to do that trade. Trade. You still have gems. I still have coca. And he does. Fantastic. Okay, let's keep having a look down here. Obviously, there's still quite a big piece of the world we haven't explored yet, but it's going to be tricky getting over there, so that's why we're going to go and have a look with the triremes. How long is it going to take you guys on that marble, really? It's a long time. Ah, there we go. We have our great prophet. We can found our religion. Fantastic. This piece of land's longer than you think it's going to be. You have now built the farm there. Very, very good. Is there anything else here that you could really do with building? I suppose we could go and grab a mine over here. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Great profit. Let's go ahead and found a religion. I'm not going to bother changing the name. So we're getting our +1 culture from plantations. What do we want as a founder belief? What have we got on option? Well, tithe. Tithe is always worth having. Or we could get world church. 5 culture for every follower of this. Oh, it's in other civilizations. I think we'll stick with tithe. Tithe is always a pretty good go-to one. Pagodas are still available. So, do we want to get pagodas, or do we want to get religious community? The extra production's always nice. Faith, culture, and happiness. I'm not going to be playing much of a religious game, so I probably will have a fair bit of faith to spend on something. So I think we're going to go on pagodas for now. And we'll start saving up for some of those. So let's go on to the next turn. 4 turns away from grabbing our settler. You want me to open borders. I am not going to do that. No need to open borders with you, so why would I? Until, of course, the time comes when I need to open borders, and then I'll have to consider doing that. Need to get some spare resources so I can start trading more, although nobody else really has anything that I need or want. So that's fine. Unit needs orders. It's still you, of course. Ah. That looks like Askia. We haven't met Askia already, have we? That's the Songhai, I think. Unless I'm mistaken about the border colour. But it certainly looks like the Songhai. Darius has completed the Oracle. Good job I didn't start building that when I thought about it a few turns ago, because he would have definitely beaten me. And there we go, it's Askia of the Songhai, so at least I wasn't wrong about that. Not going to be able to get through his land going that way, so we'll double back and go the other way around. Do we have embassies with all of these people? We probably should do. Embassies? Yeah, he will. Do we have embassies with everyone? Got an embassy with you. Got an embassy with you. This is another really nice thing, of course, about having this bar down the side, is you can just switch between them, and you can see things like what you've got. I suppose I could just see that. Accepted embassy, accepted embassy, accepted embassy. Yes, everybody else has got one. So I installed this mod to make my life easier, and then forget to use half of the features in it. So we'll just do this one last turn, and then we will end this video. It doesn't feel like it's been particularly productive, but you know, we've made a few discoveries. We found another AI. We've built the National College. We've discovered a tech or two. Got some borders growing as well, which is always nice. You're going to build a mine. It's why I sent you there. And that is pretty much all we can do. We will get our settler on the next turn. He's going to go over here and land on this tile. But until then, this is a good place to end. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5's career. And I'll see you on the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.